Tesla Model Y unveiling is finally here. It's this week. I am going, so I will definitely bring some really cool videos. I probably won't stream live, but that doesn't really matter because streaming live from there is actually everyone's gonna do it. But I will bring some cool footage. Of course, I will interview some people, and it's gonna be fun. And obviously, it's gonna be broadcasted live. So if you want to watch a live stream, you should just go and tune into Tesla.com. But what should we expect? A lot of people are wondering, what is it that we're gonna see? Are we gonna see some surprise and everything now? We don't know everything. We know quite a few things, but we don't know everything. So I'll tell you what we already know, and I'll tell you what I think we should expect and what's going to happen at the unveiling. So let me tell you all about it coming up next. Welcome to E4 Electric, your number one source of unbiased electric car news. And if you want those to be delivered to you daily, all you have to do is click on that subscribe button down there. It's free. And of course, you will also become a part of this amazing community. All right. So we've been staring at this image for a while. I know there's another teaser image that we've been staring for less time, but still for a while. And then there's this one that was sent out recently, a little bit of Photoshop. With the invite that I got as well. I think once you try to light it up a little bit to see what's going on down there, it will literally say nice try there, which is kind of a creative. Now we know quite a few things about the Model Y already. First of all, well, we know they don't know where they're going to be producing it. Yes, they're saying they'll probably start producing it in a Gigafactory 1, but we'll probably move it somewhere possibly. But they're also going to start tooling at the Fremont factory because Model Y and the Tesla Model 3 are going to actually share a lot of different parts. As a matter of fact, 75% of them. They're also going to share about, I think, 25 or 30% with the Model Y. And now there will be no winged doors. A lot of people say, well, is it going to have winged doors like the Model X? No, it's not. As a matter of fact, it's expected to be literally like a Model 3 that you kind of like blow up a little bit and kind of and that's really pretty much. And this shadow figures that we're looking at, including this one, kind of looks like that. There are quite a few different renderings out there. They kind of look the same because we all should expect the same thing from just by looking at the Model 3. Now, Elon tweeted out and said that Model Y being an SUV is about 10% bigger than the Model 3, so I'm assuming that's height-wise. So it will cost about 10% more and have slightly less range for the same batteries. Okay, so I guess we can guess that it's going to be probably somewhere under $40,000, 39 and a half probably. The range is probably about 200, 210. To start with, and probably will go about 290 for the bigger battery version. Of course, we expect them to produce the most expensive one right away, and then go down into the least expensive one. They are saying that they will also start building them at the Shanghai factory when it's built. So in 2020 they'll start making them there. No word yet, like, will they make the ones that they make in America that will just be for American customers, Canadian and Europeans, and then this Shanghai factory will just be for Asia, or they're going to be crisscrossing or sharing parts. I'm sure that will probably depend on when the factory is going to be ready and what's going to be going on with tariffs. So all of that still is kind of up in the air. Kind of weird because you would have thought they already planned it out by now, but no, it looks like Gigafactory 1, maybe. All right, fair enough. Now, we also expect them to start taking reservations on the day one, and I think a lot of people are probably going to do that. As a matter of fact, Elon said, and everybody agrees, that it's going to be more popular than Model 3. So if you want one, you better jump in. Again, expect it to be $1,000. I don't think there's any need to do $2,500 for the deposits, though they are pretty strapped for cash right now. It looks like they're really pinching every dollar, so they might make it $2,500 and maybe not get as many right now, maybe lower it later, but at least they'll get a much bigger injection in cash. So I would say $1,000 reasonable to expect, but wouldn't be surprised that it's $2,500 as well. All right, so what else do we know and what else to expect? Now, before I go any further, of course, I want to remind you that this video and this channel is sponsored by Accelerate, the business leasing for electric cars, including Tesla Model 3. That's right. This is the only way I know how you can lease a Tesla Model 3 right now. And this is the third-party solution that everyone's been waiting for. And they are here now. If you have a business or you work for a business that lets you lease your car, go ahead and check them out. Their link in the description of this video. And they will definitely take care of you if you mention that they came from here, E4 Electric. All right. So what else? What else? What other questions are asking? People asking about the upcoming Model Y. Now, door handles. Now the door handle will probably be not like they are on either Model X or Model S. They will probably be exactly the same as they're on the Model 3 because obviously those are much cheaper to make. They don't want to put any extra technology, nothing that complicates things. So it's reasonably to expect that that's going to be exactly this way. As now they will probably have the panoramic sort of roof that will go into the windshield, just like with the Model Y. Yeah, again, not sure if that's that more expensive to do, but that's something that I think a lot of people expecting from Tesla. Now, will there be a surprise? And I say there will be a surprise because it was really hard to beat the last event of the semi-truck unveiling. So I'm assuming, and this is not even so much because they want to surprise us. I think it's more going to be because they need to. The pickup truck. I don't think they're going to wheel one out, though. If they would, that would be kind of cool. I think they will show us a picture. I think they will show us a picture or maybe even a mock-up of it, so we can start talking about it and people will start getting excited because they do need to have an answer for that. As you know, Rivian is definitely ahead of everybody. There are other legacy companies like Ford are planning on hopefully catching up, and Chevy and so forth. So I think they kind of have to get people excited about it. They kind of want to make sure that people are not left sort of left out if they do want to have a truck and they're not starting to make reservations with other companies. So I think they will do something with a pickup truck, but beyond that, I just don't think there's anything else to surprise us with. I don't think there's anything else in the works that we know about. I think, again, this is mainly about execution. So, to summarize, not that many surprises. Model 3 with just a little bit bulkier roof and pretty much everything else the same and a bigger price as well. But hey, I will definitely make sure to let you guys know if I see anything interesting. We are promised to have some test drives there. Much like with any time Tesla promises something, let's not let's not take them on their word. But if I do have a test drive, I will let you know. I don't see how it's going to be any different than riding in the Model 3, which I've done quite a few times by now. By the way, the production is supposed to start in 2020, but again, they say they're actually going to ramp it up by the end of 2020. But at this point, really, I'm not even going to justify it with any type of a comment because when Elon says something as far as deadlines, I'm just going to say that it's probably not going to happen on that timeline. All right, well, let's talk about positives and negatives. Of course, positive. I got so excited about it. I put a little something something there as a transition. Okay, so positives, of course, the fact that a Model Y is one of the first compact SUVs on the market now. Kona and Niro are already there, but as far as pushing the technology, definitely Model Y will be ahead of both of them. Obviously it's going to be a while until it actually hits the market, but this is still going to be a new sort of a standard to hit for everybody who follows. But they will be entering this market after quite a few other compact SUVs are going to be for sale. Niro and Kona, they're already kicking butt, so I expect them to continue doing so, probably taking a lot of Model Y potential reservation holders away from Tesla, or at least for the time being, and that's perfectly fine. I mean, this is what the competition is all about. Of course, the fact that this is something that will keep the negative news away. As a matter of fact, a lot of people are thinking that, Tesla tries to schedule all these unveils and announcements specifically when there's some trouble going on, and there are some with SEC, for example, and just to kind of get people in continuous excitement, which, I say, why not? I actually don't see anything wrong with that. Now, what about the negatives? Now, there are a couple, believe it or not, even though as excited as I am about this car, but, this will take away from the Model 3 reservation holders. So people who maybe are in line or in a queue to get a Model 3, they might actually switch. They might actually switch to a Model Y. So it might be, these are very close to each other in price and what they have to offer. So they will start, there will be there will be not as much more demand, right, as there will be supply, especially with the Shanghai factory. So they will have to kind of share the balance and see how many they can sell. Obviously, it will be, you know, just the stuff to sell the extended range battery for the Model Y, but you know they didn't have that many trouble in the beginning with the Model 3. So I would assume that they should be fine. But who knows? Who knows? With the competition by 2020 and 2021, it might be a little bit tougher. So let me know in the comment section. I'm kind of curious to know, are you going to make a reservation for the Model Y? If so, why or why not? When do you expect it's going to be in your hands? That's probably the biggest question that nobody has an answer to. So let's speculate. I'm looking forward to those comments. I'm looking forward to the event. I will definitely bring some cool footage for you guys. So definitely make sure you subscribe to this channel. Other than that, see you next time, and remember to stay charged.